So Beam is the world's first crowdfunding platform that helps homeless people to train up and get into work. And what that means is that you can go to a website, you can meet individual homeless people who are referred to us by charities, and you can contribute to their training, whether it's as an electrician, a plumber, an accountant, or anything else. We fund that training online, and then you can see your impact through email updates as they progress through the training and into stable work. So we work very closely with the sector. We have more than 10 charity partnerships, so some very large charities like St Mungo's and some much smaller charities as well. But it's really about everyone playing to their strengths, so they are doing lots of excellent casework with these individuals and know the people well, and then they will recommend those individuals to the platform, and we will build this personalised plan for them and then bring in money from the public to help these individuals progress. So for the public, it's really about being able to make a very smart investment in someone's future, and to do that very, very efficiently, because 90% of the money goes to the individual and their campaign. To do so very transparently, because there is a budget on the profile that breaks down where all the money is spent. And also to really see your impact, which is really important and I think people really want. So when you fund members of Beam to train up and get into work, you can actually see how they are progressing. You can see not only where the money went, broken down to the nearest pound, you can see how they're moving through training and into work as well, through a sort of personalised impact page. So a lot of people who are coming onto the platform will start with quite low self-esteem and self-worth, and those are obviously quite big barriers in their own right. And the reason why crowdfunding is a really brilliant model to help vulnerable people to train up and get into work is that not only are we able to bring new money to remove financial barriers, and it's not only training, it might be childcare, it might be transport, but we're also able to bring a group of supporters, the people that have funded the campaign. And these people massively help the self-confidence and self-belief of the individuals on the platform. So the average number of supporters that each campaign has had so far has been 163. And suddenly people on the platform are realizing that there are countless people out there that care about them, that are right behind them, that want them to succeed. And the confidence that that is bringing is a huge advantage in terms of getting a job and obviously keeping a job. I think it's very hard for employers to hire from this talent pool, but also they're hiring people that are great employees, that have been through really, really high quality training. All the training is provided by the best third-party providers, and they're in a really great shape and they're sort of raring to go. So what we're able to do is give them employees that are great, give them a fantastic kind of diversity and equality story, give them some really positive PR, and also provide a platform that I think is very, very engaging to their employees as well. They can see that their company is part of something innovative, tech-driven, backed by the mayor, working with some leading entrepreneurs and so on. So far incredibly positive. What we will do in the future is build out really, really strong partnerships with leading corporates. So for example, we have people training on the site today who want to be accountants. Well, let's have partnerships with the biggest accounting firms in the world so that they can help these individuals get through the model and into jobs. So the mayor's given us an innovation grant, and we are really working with them to help solve this problem. Our view is that homelessness is a really big and complex problem, and that if we work together, that's tech, startups, charities and government, we can make massive progress. Beam is what we call a social impact business, and what that means is that we will make money really by doing good. Our social KPIs are aligned with our financial KPIs, and our social KPIs are fundamentally getting people through training and getting people into jobs and keeping people in jobs. And our hope is that in the long run, this will be something that some governments in the world will want to pay us for. In the short term, we are reliant on funding by high net worths and foundations. And we've been kind of living off fumes, to be honest. We've done the whole thing on 80 grand and we're trying to raise some more money at the moment. But really for us, as long as we can keep a really tight alignment between social KPIs and financial KPIs, then we can remain a truly mission-driven organisation. So when we started looking at this problem, we started looking into the causes of homelessness, and the conventional wisdom is that they are things like addictions of various kinds, eviction, domestic abuse, mental breakdown, and all these kinds of things. And in our view, those are not the causes of homelessness, those are the triggers of homelessness. Those are things that the straw often that breaks the camel's back and tip people into homelessness. What is the real root cause of homelessness? It is a lack of scaffolding in people's lives. Okay, and what is that scaffolding? What do I mean by that? I mean two things really. I mean first, training and education that creates economic opportunity. And secondly, I mean support networks. Now, crowdfunding is a really great model for this because actually it's delivering scaffolding for people in a really scalable and empowering way. So we're able to fund the training and the education that builds economic opportunity. And from the people who funded those campaigns, we have the support networks. So we kind of get both parts of this scaffolding at once. What we're building really is the most effective, the most empowering, and the lowest cost model to help disadvantaged people get into work. And we think this is a model that is applicable well beyond homelessness. We can see a world where we are building out this model for all kinds of different disadvantaged groups. And for us, we're really interested in scale. Wonderful as it is to be getting people through training and into work, and that's now happening on a pretty regular basis, we want to actually help thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of people follow in their footsteps. So that's really the ambition here, to build something that is fantastic and empowering at an individual level and changing lives, but is also changing a lot of lives.